Hey everybody, this is Mr. Crafting. Today I am accompanied by Underrated Underdog, or just call him Omega. Want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for inviting me on the channel. It's been a raw ride, and he just hit the 1K.
Yeah.
So
Sub up, sub
yeah,
what's up?
yeah, I'm about to just you know I want to just hop in and just do this versus battle real quick
Yes.
because I'm about to announce my retirement. So
Yeah, best power scaler on the community. He's about to announce his, power scaling retirement. So, of course, I had to have him on this video. Now, I don't have the comment right here. I may have found it. If so, it's popping up right now. But basically, it's one of you guys asked me a while ago to do Kenpachi versus Zoro equal stats. And I needed the best One Piece scaler, or just One Piece, just person I know to come on this. And the fact that he literally just now hit 1,000 subs, I was like, hey, I've been on a lot of videos with him. I asked him, hey, you want to do this real quick? And he's like, yes. So what's the best way to send him off before retirement and have him help me on one of my videos? Of course, he's still doing some of your other videos, but anyway, yeah. So what's your thoughts on this? Remember, this is equal stats.
Okay, so for instance, Kenpachi is a very busted character. We can just get that out of the way, right?
Yeah.
This character is the embodiment of a Giga Chad of the entire series. Like, besides Aizen, Kenpachi is probably the second most favorite character within Bleach.
Oh,
No doubt
definitely.
about that. But for instance, here, let's just say this is an equal stats fight. So it counts for hacks, right? And Kenpachi got those hacks. Those hacks are just no. It's just no. This man had literally cut space, but I'm not sure it's actually space. Some people say, oh, he actually cut outer space, so that means he's multi-galaxy. But look. If that is the case, Kenpachi with his Bankai will absolutely wipe the floor with Zoro. Alright, and there's no this. Bro, I am a big One Piece fanboy. Like, even I think Kenpachi is fucking busted. Like, I can even look up some things for him. If you want me to, like, I can look up some things for Kenpachi. Let me see. Let me see for him.
Oh my god. Yeah, the whole fight with Grammy, I'm actually a longtime Bleach fan, which, I haven't done a lot of Bleach videos, cause, I don't know why, I just kind of peeked out with Bleach's scaling. I feel like I learned everything I need to know, because Bleach's scaling kind of stayed the same for a while, until recently, I just discovered some new stuff, and actually, I'm planning a really big video that involves Bleach characters, so look forward to that. No spoilers, but yeah, as Omega said, Kenpachi's a Giga Chad. He literally is just this pure, his Bankai or Shikai is literally just pure power. Like, it doesn't even give him an ability, it's just like power. Like, his
Right.
his body can't even handle it. Like, he couldn't even go all out just because of his Bankai.
Yeah. So there's like some things here for Kenpachi that I'm going to go over, like the passives or his passive abilities. So pretty much Kenpachi Ryotsu. I'm trying to say this
Ryatsu.
right. Ryutsu.
Yeah, Ryatsu.
Ryatsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryatsu. His Ryatsu is stated to cause causes other Ryotsus to burn and crumble away. So basically, this is on a molecular level, causing Kenpachi to deconstruct you on a molecular level by just being around him. Like, this man is built different.
You know what's something that's funny?
Really built different.
No, something I always thought was just funny. His pure killer intent, just being around him, makes it feel like you were stabbed in the chest from a Zanpakuto, which is it's just amazing. I feel like just imagine being around someone, you just feel like you got stabbed in the chest by a sword. That's Kenpachi.
Then Kenpachi even cut through space, like I say he did while in Shikai. So he has spatial manipulation over here already. He can literally negate your durability because his Shinkai allows him to cut through space itself. And Kenpachi's sword is while in Bankai should contain this effect as well. He literally has, like, this man is built different because, like, his Ryotsu was able to harden his organs to protect against internal attacks. So if you, for instance, say, "Oh, Zoro, he has advanced conqueror's haki," that won't matter. Like, this dude has resistance to durability negation like that. And if we want to really, really go into his abilities here, Ryotsu, where I just call it spiritual pressure.
Yes,
So
yeah.
spiritual pressure, yeah, spiritual pressure is literally something that you cannot handle if you can't be around them. If you can't handle the spiritual pressure, you'll be crushed, or you just be erased entirely. Like, I don't like. I look. I haven't watched Bleach like that, right? But even I know about Ryutsu.
Ratsu.
Fuck.
You know,
Ryutsu.
it's whatever. Just call it Reishi. Just call it Reishi. Like, it doesn't even.
Yeah, I keep butchering the name. People are like, "Oh, dude, you're not even saying it right." Look, spiritual pressure. That's literally what it says in English dub. Spiritual pressure. Okay, so spiritual pressure. If you can't handle it, you'll get crushed. And I mean, Zoro, he could handle it if he has the hockey around him. It's just that, man, like, okay, look, Kenpachi is broken, and his spiritual pressure is insane. But now that I think about it, I think Zoro might have a chance here.
I do think so, because this is again equal stats, because if we are including their own stats, this would be a totally different fight. But including, now I was just saying, Kenpachi, especially in the 1,000 year blood war arc, did get a lot of hacks, because beforehand he literally had nothing but his pure killer intent and just the fact that he just him existing, right? But now with his Shikai and Bankai, he did gain the ability to just, negate durability. But the thing with that, Zoro has had durability negation for how long now?
For Zoro?
Yeah, like with hockey, with his like armament hockey, how long has he had like durability negation?
He had it for he just awakened this. Actually, the durability negation, he just awakened that.
Oh.
Now, so not only that Zoro has advanced ornament hockey, but he also has advanced conqueror's hockey, which allows him to amplify his attacks even greater than that before. So who knows how strong Zoro should be right as of now.
Here's something you should probably go over. So this is equal stats, but are we including like their transformations that would amp them or no? Like, is that just unfair? Does that defeat the purpose of an equal stats? Like,
yeah, that would actually defeat the purpose of the equal stats. If they transform, they still be equal in stats.
Okay.
It's just that if their powers are different, they get new abilities, then that counts.
Okay. So, like, I was just saying, like, I know Kenpachi's Bankai is just purely power, but he can actually even, like, he will literally kill himself if he used his power. That's how powerful it is, right? He's so powerful that someone imagining to have his power killed himself because he couldn't imagine anyone to hold that power besides him.
I believe it.
Which is kind of funny because, he's like the only person that could quote unquote hold him down was literally their god, and like that could imply he couldn't even imagine him holding that power. But hey, this ain't a theory video, so let's just get off that topic. But like as going into the like Zoro stuff, I just think he just out hacks him by a lot. I feel like he just out hacks him by a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I think Kenpachi here, well, the only hacks that he has here is, of course, the immortality, because because Soul Reapers can survive fatal wounds as long as they have enough spiritual energy as it connected to their life force. So, yeah, they do have some type of immortality, and there's also the fact that he has, instinctive reactions. Because he has, fast reflexes and stuff like that. He can float or fight in the air, some kind of flight.
It's kind of funny. They're actually not flying. They're just walking on air.
Yeah, just really walking on air. I think they're just walking on the spiritual pressure. I think that was actually explained.
Yeah, they're not actually flying. They're just walking, which is kind of funny. Except Ichigo can actually fly.
That is true. Ichigo actually can fly, which is kind of bullshit. But logic. He also can convert chi into Ryotsu. I don't know what the fuck that means. but like
Oh,
he could do
it's
it.
chi Ryatsu thing. It's the I think it might be talking about the keto. So in the Bleach verse, they have fighting techniques, kind of like the three sword style. They have fighting techniques. Um, Keto is just the way they fight. Kenpachi doesn't use it, but he does make a thing like he was taught how to use it, and when basically Kenpachi doesn't use both his hands to fight, he only uses one, but it greatly increases one's power when you use both hands to fight using Keto. So much so when he just like one swing was able to just obliterate someone that was quote unquote able to hurt him.
Oh, okay. What about the fact that remember when Renji had used some kind of Kaijo release and he was able to like open up a spatial world or something like that? Almost
Oh,
like it's like a dimensional travel type thing.
Renji, you talking
So
about
like
Renji, right? So yeah, they have the portals. Like any Soul Reaper should be able to open up a portal, except
right.
it's like it just takes them back to the Sirate. But like, Kenpachi doesn't actually know any Hado as far as we know of. He just never want to learn it because he just doesn't. Like it's kind of
Interesting.
but that also feeds in the fact he doesn't really have. There are very impressive keto or hados in the verse, like, but there's not a lot. Kenpachi just doesn't have any. Like he has his new he has his new type of with a Shikai. He can just he can like Durban negation, but like Zoro has it to
Okay.
a much better degree. I feel like since like not better, but he has a more pronoun and he can just use it a lot better, as well as the Conqueror's Hockey, which I don't know. No way we're in hell we're gonna say Kenpachi has a low willpower, but like the force field effect would still work, and of course the future sight.
Interesting. Interesting.
And
If that's the case, then that he actually have that, so he pretty much can use that against Zoro if y'all want to, or like a BFR kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's even debatable if even he has that actually. Like, in it would it even like. Plus, it's not something they just use to teleport people. They just use it to go home, which is more like if, like, for example, if you just
yeah,
imprisoned him, he can just like, okay, I'm just gonna dip, right? Um,
right.
what's something I wanted to add? Somehow Zoro. I know Zoro has like. I know he has like every form of hockey, which is gonna be very useful in this fight. I just feel like he out hacks his Kenpachi in this fight. What about
Only
you?
thing I could say about hockey, because like hockey works very differently, and it's kind of like unknown what it really is. We have to wait until the end of the series or when Oda actually finally confirms what it really is. Is that hockey can affect matter? It can affect like even spiritual shit. Like fucking what was her? Big Mom. Big Mom has a soul fruit. She clearly manipulates souls and do this and that, right? He can literally interact with one of her homies, which is pretty much a soul based homie, which is made of fire, right? And he can actually cut it. And this is way before he awakened his advanced conquerors hockey, right? So for that instance, if it can affect other matter like light, which is like a photon, it's smaller than atoms, right? It's like a subatomic particles. Hockey can literally affect you on that level. So pretty much that should be like some atomic levels of attacking and protection. So with that instance, if he were to use his deconstruction, right, with his soul, spiritual pressure, it will not do anything to Zoro if he is
Yeah.
always protected by Haki. And he is always protected by Haki because you can't see it. Haki can be invisible. And if you see it, then yeah, they're using it, right? But it's always around them. It's always unused. And even when King, the wildfire, had attacked, Zoro actually said, "Oh man, thank goodness I had hockey, or otherwise I would have been a goner." So yeah, it definitely can take attacks, especially explosions, point blank to the face, and they'll be just fine if your hockey is strong enough, of course. So, that instance, let's go over what Oda has stated. So with Conqueror's hockey, he stated that it's a supernatural phenomenon. If you get KO'd, that means that the character is overwhelmingly more powerful than you. That means if like because their stuff is equal statics, right? It's equal stats. If they equal into equal to each other, it's been stated by Oda. Is if they equal to each other, the Congress hockey would not affect them. You have to be overwhelmingly more powerful than them in order to affect them. But with advanced Conquerors hockey, they are attacking you directly with their willpower alone, amplifying their attack potency into greater extents. Who knows how strong it might be, causing them to not even touch you in the first place. So, if there was the instance that Kenpachi was use his sword against Zoro, he won't land it. I'm sorry, it won't land it. There will be so much pressure behind these two. They'll just knock each other back. So,
Yeah,
for
and
that
also
instance, yeah.
something you did bring up, I think we should go over is the fact that Zoro should be able to see, or at least sense, but also even damage Kenpachi. Because yes, he's a Soul Reaper, and the actually only way to hurt him is to have an astral, manipulation. Which Zoro, what's it? Well, what? Damn. Observation hockey. I don't know why I forgot about that. Observation hockey, just not even the advanced version can see souls and like emotions, which is that covers the seeing him part, as well as the Zoro's able to already cut through souls, so like he should totally be able to hurt him.
Yeah, definitely you should be able to hurt him because like Kenpachi's sword is able to attack the sword directly.
Yes,
But
that's a good hack he does have.
yeah, that's a good hacks.
But
But then
still,
again, Kenpachi he has this thing called when two spiritual forces collide, the weaker of the two absorbs the impact, and the stronger of the two won't be able to scratch as the spiritual energy
that's how
on top
the spiritual pressure, just the bigger spiritual pressure. Okay, the bigger pressure you have will crush the other, so you won't actually get hurt.
Interesting. There's some kind of like in some kind of invulnerability for
Yes,
them.
if you're just stronger than the other person, then you can, even in the Bleach verse, which is pretty interesting, you can just neg even hacks. Like an example, Soifon when fighting Aizen, if she just gets 2 hits on you in the same spot, you die no matter what. But Aizen was like, I'm just so drastically stronger than you, I can just neg that, and she was like, damn it. And
I guess that's the same thing for hockey because you know how Big Mom and Kaido they are invulnerable. They cannot be damaged. And no normal means they cannot be damaged because their hockey are too powerful.
right.
So pretty much only way to hurt them is to have some kind of level of hockey to hurt them.
So, I just feel like Zoro takes this just purely based off because something I plan on making this a video in the future, but I have Kenpachi diagnosed with something called the meathead syndrome. They're very powerful, they're very strong characters, but not because of what they can do. Like for an example, let's say Izazori, just did a video about him. He's very powerful and strong, but he has so many hacks. But like,
Right.
Kenpachi does have hacks, yes, but he's mostly just AP. Now, Zoro on the other hand is very strong, but he has, a good set amount of hacks to back it up, even if he faced someone that was stronger than him, like Kaido. So, I just feel like he just out haxes him. But like, in terms of like, but Kenpachi, I think he's a lot more like he's much more battle experience than Zoro. He's been alive for centuries, which his time isn't that much, but still. And I don't know, would you say is a better swordsman?
In terms of swordsmanship, I would have to maybe Kenpachi, because like Kenpachi is like, how old is he? Like
He's
I
at
know he has
least a few thousand. I
If
think.
he has 3,000, he has the experience. He should have the
So like
experience
the
here.
reason why now Kenpachi now there's Zanpakuto when you're connected to your Zanpakuto on a soul and an astral level, which is it's like an extension of you. That's what it's supposed to be like. And just him I feel like would have be a better swordsmanship, but like skill I think goes to Zoro just because he can use like 3 blades at a time. You know what I mean? Like he's really skilled in that type of area. But which I don't battle experience does have an effect on the fight, but Kenpachi is just a guy that is just going to kill you with his pure strength. That's literally what his Bankai does, just pure strength. But like since this is on an equal playing ground, I don't think his hacks would be enough to like even get to Zoro. Cause if he did get a good slash on him, it could just destroy his soul. But like he has to get past his several layers of repulsiveness and plus his own durability, negation, and protection.
Exactly. So I definitely agree with this. I think in terms of this battle is very very close.
I just think
But I
I
might
think
give the
Zoro.
edge to. I might give the edge to Zoro.
Yeah, I feel like
I
out of
might.
6 or 7 times out of 10, Zoro will win with equal stats. Like
Right.
also future sight. That's another thing. Like Kenpachi.
Actually, wait. This might be different because hockey is a type of axe, and the only way for it to get stronger is they have to struggle and they get that hockey blossom. So would that count as statistic amplification for their hacks or for them as well? I don't know.
I just
It's like
if
is
we just
that a
use
role?
hockey as of a base, then if it can amp him, but like if we do say over time it can amp him, then I think it's safe enough to say that if Kenpachi uses his Bankai, its primary ability is to add power to him, but that's also bad because he literally just gave himself like a smidge of power in like his right arm and it just blew off. So like yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Zoro he just has a lot more to work with his hacks, and yeah, if he did get like one good if Kenpachi did get like a good slash in, it would probably sever his soul. But like because there's just not gonna be enough openings with Future Sight, Armament Hockey, and Conqueror's Hockey to repel.
Exactly.
There's just I would say 6 out of 7 times Zoro wins with equal stats. What about you?
I would say Kapachi might win this. And this is the only reason why is because there's this thing when you're in a life or death situation, your spiritual energy increases. So if this applies to everybody, then if they get close to death, they both will just
Yeah.
they're both the hockey will get stronger and his spiritual energy will rise higher. It would just be an endless battle. But I
Yeah.
think Kapachi might win this if he actually gets a good hit in.
Yeah, if he gets a
So
good hit and it's over, because it's gonna sever his soul, which Zoro can't come back from that. But
he cannot come back for that. That's an L. That's
Ye-
definitely an L for Zoro here.
yeah, I just think there's not
But
gonna be enough openings with Future Sight and Conqueror's Hockey to help with that repellent force. And if this
right.
is just equal stats, it also means their speed is equalized, and well, then Future Sight is just Kenpachi doesn't have any. Surprisingly enough, no one in Bleach besides Yuha, of course, has any type of precognition. So,
Yeah, that is true.
so
That is
I,
definitely true.
I just feel like there's not gonna be more times out than not. There's just not gonna be a good like opening for Kenpachi. But if there is, it's over. Just one slash would kill him. But without that, I just feel like that's why I give the extra 6 out of 10 times to Zoro with this equal stats.
I agree. Definitely agree.
And yeah, that'll be all. Sorry it took a while. Just I don't know why. Just some stuff happened. But no. So Omega, you wanna introduce yourself or say a little something about yourself real quick?
Well, there's not really much to say. I'm not a very interesting guy, very casual. But and once y'all get to know me, I'm a little goofy. I like to troll. So yeah, I'm like a troller in the debate because I don't take debates very seriously.
You shouldn't.
Debate. If you take debate seriously, then you're honestly a fucking clown. I'm just kidding. But like, listen. I like to troll. I like to joke around when it comes to debates. But I'm more of a power scaler than not a debater. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Speaking of trolls, I am making a troll Bleach video in the future, which I'll just mention this. It's just talking about how potentially the Bleach verse could just casually be above all of Shonen. But that's
exactly.
That's a troll. That's a troll video.
I always wanted to do the Yo versus the Bleach verse argument.
The what versus the Bleach verse?
Yo Akasura from Shaman King.
Oh yes, actually that'd be
yeah
him.
I definitely want to do that one to see how far he gets, and he had some interesting abilities, so that would be interesting to do.
Anyway, that's all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and go subscribe to Omega's channel. Link in the description. Just like if all of you guys go sub right now, who'll be halfway to 2K. Maybe go make that happen. That'd be very nice. And also, my Discord link will be in the description below. And that's all. Mr. Crafty and
Mr. Mega out.